You know what? Gardening. It's a dirty job, but somebody has to do it. You know what's funny about doing gardening videos? You like get all dirty, and then you think, hey, I think I'll take a video of myself. Okay, so it's time to plant the blueberries. Now, I'm going to plant them in these two smaller boxes here. Disregard this box, because this box is I'm going to use for something later on in the spring. But anyways, I got a little experiment going on here. On this one over here, I've got the Elliot Blueberry, and over here I've got the Legacy. Now, what I'm doing in this box is I'm doing my own mix of mostly 80% peat moss or so, and some perlite, and a little bit of native soil. And I mix that all together, put it in here, and it's always seemed to work well. But everybody and their brothers keep saying, no, you've got to use this acid-loving mix over here. And so, you know what, just to please everybody and to do my own experiment, I went and got 3 bags of that acid mix. It was like $7 a bag, and I filled that box there. And I'm going to see how that does. Now, it's not really an experiment because I'm not using the same variety of blueberries, and so it might just be that if the Elliot does better, it might just be that the Elliot grows better in raised boxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really, but I'm just doing it just to see how well it does. And so I'll bring you in closer and show you what the mixes look like. But now, if you want to build these boxes, I took the outer trim off the top, because when you're filling them, you get dirt all over and whatnot. And so I'm going to brush that all off, and then when they're completely planted, I'm going to go ahead and put the trim back on. But if you want to build these, I'm going to put a link below to my other channel on how to build these boxes, and they're really inexpensive. Like, even using the premium, it's like $15 to build one of these boxes, and it'd be cheaper if you use the regular stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with actually digging the hole and putting the bush into the hole. It's just, I mean, that's boring as all get out. But I will bring you in and show you what the mix looks like. There's only one thing that you have to really be careful of, is you have to make sure that you spread these roots a little bit. Don't reef on them, don't yank on them and break the roots off. But they start kind of balling up, so you just got to move them in the other direction, kind of spreading out and down. And then when you put them in there, just make sure you have a big enough hole to be able to do that. And other than that, you just put it in a hole, cover it over. Don't cover it over deeper than it was to begin with. What you can do is you can actually do it a little bit lower if you want to, and then mound it up so that you don't have water sitting in right here. But I don't do that. I just do it flush, because when they're in raised boxes like this, I don't care. I mean, if it was in the ground, you might want to hill it up a little bit so that the water will run off a little, so it doesn't sit in here and get it soggy. But in these boxes like here, I never worry about it. So anyways, I'm going to bring you in and show you what these look like. Now, I've got these situated to where I've got a south sun over here. Well, not right now. But in the wintertime, that's the south. And it kind of comes up over those trees. So I get probably 5 hours a day if it's sunny. But in the summertime, it's right over here. And so I'm going to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sun right here. I always do. So the blueberries are going to love it. But the only requirements for blueberries are they like an acid soil, about a pH of 5. They like 6 to 8 hours of sun. 6 is adequate. 8 is really good. And they don't like to be in standing water. They like to be in well-draining soil. So I'm going to give these a try, just to see how that works. And if it works good, I'll promote that. But it's I really like my mix. It's always been a staple for me, and it's worked really well for blueberries. Now I'm gonna fertilize these twice. I'm gonna fertilize them in about a month after I plant these. I fertilize them, and then just before summer starts, they'll get one more fertilizing, and then that's it. And when I go to do that, I'll do a video of fertilizing that. But you can go out and you can research all the different kinds of organic fertilizer for blueberries and just use that. But it's just, you just got to make sure, because like specifically in this is mostly a soilless mix. About 20% native soil, so it's 20%. It's going to have some good nitrogen fertilizer, and that's what blueberries like. And that one over there, since that's got all kinds of bat guano and who knows what is over there, I've got it right here. Okay, I pulled it off. It's forest humus, bark, peat moss, sand, worm castings, bat guano, kelp meal. So we're going to give it a try. Bat guano. Bat guano. Do blueberries need bat guano? I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and get these planted, and looks like we're going to get some nasty rain, so it's perfect time. to plant them like this and let the rain hit them, and I don't have to water them at all. All right? Okay, so this is my bat guano stuff here. I know it's low on the list, but anyways, this looks like it's got a lot of like forested kind of humus or whatever, but it's just it just seems to be like a lot of bark. I don't know how well it's going to do, but it must, right? They sell it by the bag, so I think they sell a lot of it. So we're going to give it a go. It was certainly a lot easier than having to mix it myself. So there's this. This is the Elliot. Let me show you the other box. Okay, so this is the mix that I made right here. This is mostly peat moss, a little bit of perlite, and some native soil that I have, about 20%. And this seems to work really well. It always has worked well for me in the past. But everybody swears by that other mix, and so I'm going to give it a try, see what it does. I mean, I'm not opposed to trying new things, right? So, okay, well, there it is. Easy peasy, simplest thing on the planet to do, planting blueberries. Looks like the rain's starting to come, so I'm going to go ahead and just let the rain water these. And like I said, if you want to learn how to build these planter boxes, follow the link below to go out to my other channel. And they're really easy, they're really simple. I mean, you can build them for under 15 bucks. So anyways, there it is, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch y'all later.